What's up, Raiders? Now I want to talk about a topic that most of us as trainers talk about when we're playing the game. When we play the game, we always talk about ways on how to improve the game. So I came up with a list with the topics we have discussed over the past couple of months. Whether it concerns recent updates or possible future updates that Niantic could implement. So I listed 20 items that I think Niantic should consider if they were to improve the game. Number 20, Raid Start button. Now, during raids, we always have to wait for the countdown for the raid to start, even if we already have a complete set of raiders. If they could include a raid start button, that would be really helpful in maximizing the time it takes to finish a raid, especially when it comes to raid days, when trainers would go out and raid as much as they can. Number 19, item sharing. Now this is one of the more important things that Niantic could implement. Some of us participate in a lot of raids, and that could drain your resources. You could be running low on revives or potions. Item sharing could be useful if a trainer who has a lot of items, if they have an option to transfer those items to another trainer, that would really help them out. Number 18, in-game chat. Now, I don't know if this is really important because most of us just use Facebook Messenger, or in other countries they use Discord. Using an in-game chat, even with just a simple interface, would actually be nice. Sometimes some of us just know another by their trainer name, so I don't know. Number 18, in-game IV calculator. Now this would probably have a big impact on the game because Niantic is in a constant war with IV calculators that supposedly breaks the terms of service, but actually doesn't. Some IV calculators just use overlays and don't actually require the trainer to log in their account details. Having an in-game IV calculator would greatly improve the game by providing the trainer accurate stats. Number 16, TM Rework. Now it gets frustrating that if you want a specific fast attack or charge attack, you would use a TM. You use a TM and you won't get the move that you want. Sometimes it would take you 5 or even more than 5 times just to get a specific charge attack. Maybe Niantic could implement specific tasks or quests for a trainer to get a more specific charge or fast attack determined by the type. Number 15, regional rotation or egg hatch event. I know Pokemon Go requires you to go out and play and explore the real world, but most of us don't have the resources to go cross-country. So we can only rely on friends who come from other countries to trade. Now it would be really cool if Niantic does a rotation again, or let's say put regionals back into 7Ks, so we can get a chance in getting the regionals that we want. Number 14, more slots for raid teams. For example, I have specific attackers for certain types of raids. I have a Machamp army. I have a Tyranitar army. I have a Giratina army. I have all those lined up, but of course, I can't use them all. So I would have to have another backup team for specific raids. Number 13, AR photo customization. Now, I'm pretty bummed out because I like taking AR photos. With the Go Snapshot feature, it isn't the same as taking an AR photo of a Pokemon in the wild. Taking an AR photo of a Pokemon in the wild, you can rotate your phone. You can rotate your phone horizontally. You can take the photos in other angles. With some Android devices who don't support AR Plus mode, we're stuck with the horizontal orientation for taking AR photos. And why not use the camera's photo options to take AR photos? Like, if you want to zoom on the shot, or if you want specific filters or stickers, Pokemon Go should have access to those camera features specific to your device. Number 12, option to trash eggs. It gets pretty frustrating if you have a full set of 9 eggs that you don't need and you have to walk all those kilometers just to get rid of them. Number 11, avatar customization. Okay, so not all of us look the same. Okay, some of us are fat, some of us are short, some of us are muscular, some of us are dark skinned, some of us are light skinned, some of us have long hair, some of us have short hair, some of us have no hair. So I hope you can really customize your avatar, not just specific shirts or something or caps. Number 10, weather accuracy. Now I know that Pokemon Go relies on, let's say, AccuWeather for weather data, and sometimes AccuWeather isn't that accurate. It gets windy sometimes, which is sad because we can't get some weather boosted Pokemon specific to windy weather. Number 9, bag storage capacity. You can't go wrong with a full bag of Pokeballs, full bag of potions, and a crap load of revives. Number 8, Pokemon storage capacity. Now this is pretty controversial because what do you expect us to do? Catch them all? But we can't keep them all. Over the years, we have caught Pokemon that we could easily trash. And over the years, we have caught powerful Pokemon and high IV ones. Of course, you would want the option to keep them and not trash them. Maybe upgrade to 10,000 storage. Number 7, Pokestop and Gym nomination availability or revision. Now some regions already have this feature where level 40 players can nominate Pokestops or gyms. But there's also an issue of where specific Pokestops should be placed. There are some areas or let's say there are some Pokestops or gyms that have a cool location, but there's restricted access. Maybe Niantic should consider some requests to relocate Pokestops and adjust it just by a few meters so trainers would be within range of the Pokestop or gym. Number 6, random fully evolved forms. The recently concluded Detective Pikachu event had fully evolved spawns like Charizard and Flareon. Now that would be cool. I know fully evolved forms have a 10-minute window spawn time. That is exciting. If one trainer reports that people would rush out to get that Pokemon. It was like back in the day where you would get a fully evolved Blastoise or Snorlax and people would rush out to get it. Number 5, Adventure Sync accuracy. Niantic still hasn't figured out how to properly sync your Google Fit distance with the Pokemon Go app. So I hope they address this issue. Number 4, monthly or quarterly raid days. Now, the recently concluded raid week was pretty exciting, especially the Lapras raid day. It's been quite a while since we had a specific raid day that people got excited for. Maybe introduce a new Pokemon for a specific raid day only. That would keep the game fresh. That would keep the game exciting. Number 3, less rehashed raid bosses. Now with the current raid bosses, it's the second time that Cresselia came back. It's the third time Kyogre came back, and it's the fourth time that Kyogre is back. Hello? People will get tired of that. I would still raid Kyogre. I would still raid maybe a couple of Groudon, but that's it. Give us some new legendaries. You still have a couple of more unreleased legendaries. You still have some mythical Pokemon that are still unreleased. Keep the game fresh. Number 2, more raid boss shinies. Now I don't get this part because let's say a Machop already has a shiny potential. Why doesn't a Machamp have a shiny potential as well? A Larvitar has a shiny potential. But a Tyranitar raid boss doesn't have a shiny potential. What the heck? And number 1, more spawn varieties. Now it gets pretty lame if you check out the game and what? There's a Rattata. There's a Zigzagoon. There's a Gulpin. There's a Slugma. There's a Geodude. There's a Rattata. There's a Pidgey. There's a Slugma. There's a Geodude. There's a Rattata. There's a Pidgey. There's a Slugma. There's a Geodude. There's a Rattata. There's a Pidgey. There's a Slugma. There's a Geodude. There's a Rattata. There's a Pidgey. There's a Slugma. There's a Geodude. There's a Rattata. There's a Pidgey. There's a Slugma. There's a Geodude. Over and over and over and over again. Anywhere you go, there's the same spawns. So that's it. I hope some people at Niantic sees this video and considers some of our suggestions. And let's make Pokemon great again. Like the video, share, and subscribe.